Hello, hello. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Once again, you are now logged into a spoon-fed podcast. We give you daily knowledge every day, a dose of knowledge that can help you in your travels and in your journey. But before we get to that, we're gonna, of course, my name, Spoon the World, ST-Dub, or Spoon, whichever one you prefer. And today's sponsors, of course, Splash. Some people love and some hate. You got the Splash Taste Tea. You got the Splash Dad Hat. And of course, the website and the social media is going to be in the description box. But today's topic, very important, especially if you want to know how to maintain power and get power. I'm going to show you 3 factors that do that. So the title today is T.A.R. 3 factors a man needs to have and maintain power. And this is very important, because it's a lot of things that makes men powerful and how they get their strength, which has come from what they create, responsibilities, and their dreams and goals. But before we even get to all of that, there's powerful factors that you already have that you can initiate now that could also put you above the curve, because it's understanding your wealth. And by understanding your wealth, you understand who you are and what you could accept and what you will not put up with. It's pretty much putting up boundaries for you and other people that to interact with you in the world. So let's get right to it. The 3 letters, T.A.R. Time, attention, resources. Those are very important. That's how you maintain your power, by understanding time, attention, and your resources. And I'm gonna break down each one, why they are so important. First and foremost, time. Time. You have to be careful with time and what you're doing within time, because you can never get time back. That's an asset. And every day we're getting closer to a death day. And we don't know when our death day is. So that's why time is so important. And time is in the essence. Next one, attention. What you give your attention to, TV, reading, knowledge, takes time. It can add to your life or take away. Because whatever you put your time into, whether it's learning yourself, learning a new trait, that could benefit your life and benefit the quality of your life, because that is insurmountable, very important. Because giving certain things attention can hurt you, especially if you give the wrong people attention, because you can't. Attention is like giving up time. You have to pay attention. You see what I'm saying? So be careful of what you pay attention to, because some things is not worth your attention. You could just be wasting your time, like certain people. And even women could attest to that, and men could attest to that, because you don't want people wasting your time, because time is money. And the third part is resources. Resources, the reason why that's last is because you can always get that back. Time and attention, you can't get that back. Once you paid attention to something, you spent time on something, you can't get that energy back that you paid attention to, or that time back. So that's why that's important, to make sure you know it's worth your time and attention. But resources is important, of course. That's self-explanatory. You're giving up your fiat currency in your pocket to actually build a future or assist in something and do something positive and constructive. And that's why I call it T.A.R. You have to know those are the 3 factors that makes a man powerful if you utilize it right. And this is very important for a lot of men, especially if you just a young man coming up. By doing this, time, attention, and resources, and you work for yourself, and you're pretty much looking at what can benefit you. You have to worry about yourself and build yourself up first before anything. Because if you try to help everybody else, you're gonna lose out on yourself. You have to worry about self first and build yourself up to get to that next level. Then you could actually assist. And this is why these steps are so important. And this formula works in all parts of life. It could work in business. It could work in your love life. Because let me break it down this way. When you're dealing with women, time and attention is very important, and resources, because women's not going to want to deal with you pretty much if you don't have resources, because we are providers. That's a fact. Your time. You have to know when to spend certain time with certain women, certain problems, because it can consume you. If you're not getting energy back, or if somebody's not adding to your cup, you're wasting time. If they're not trying to build you up or meet you on the same page so you actually could go somewhere in life, you're wasting your attention. That person doesn't even deserve your attention. But even if you bring it into a business aspect, time and attention is very important, along with resources, because you need the resource to actually build up your business. You see what I'm saying? You need to spend time to build up your business and execute. You need the attention to focus on what the problems you need and the goals that you need to accomplish to get to the next level. So these steps are very impactful in life, especially if you utilize it right. And I always said how to use it right. And this is why I named it T.A.R. What does that spell? T.A.R. If you do not use these factors right, it's going to become a sticky situation. And what I mean by that is just like the dinosaurs, like, or any animal near a tar pit, like that was in the West Coast back in ancient, like prehistoric times, I should say, when an animal used to accidentally run into a tar pit because they wasn't paying attention. They wasn't using their resources right to actually survey there was actually danger around. So if you do not use these products, these main factors, I'm talking to you, man. If you don't use this properly, you can actually mess yourself up. And you might be asking, like, what do you mean by that? How can I mess myself up? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Even if you asked that question, check this out. If you spend time, a good amount of time and attention on the wrong person, you could actually lose more resources, and you could actually hurt and hinder yourself. Perfect example. I'll give you an example straight out the gate. If you get the wrong woman pregnant, that's going to be a waste of time, waste of your attention, because then your resources are going to dwindle, and that person is not adding to your life. They're only taking away. Pretty much they're an energy vampire. So they're just taking and taking and taking, and you're human. You have to recharge. If somebody's not giving into you as much as you're getting into them, you're going to be drained like a dead battery. And the same thing with business. If you don't put your resources in the right areas, and you put the time and attention to the wrong areas and the wrong investment pieces, you can actually destroy your business. So the whole thing is knowing when to put your time and attention and your resources in anything. I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect. Mistakes is going to be happening on the end. But the thing is, following these steps, you'll realize, wait a minute, am I making a mistake with this? Or you can easily backtrack and say, wait a minute, I see my resources going low. Let me get back to what am I focused on? Attention. And what I need to put more time into to make sure this doesn't falter and succeed better. So I hope y'all learned something today, man. For real. Spoonfed Podcast, once again, man, we giving y'all a dose of reality, a dose of knowledge every day. Man, you just tune into us, man. We keep the doctor away, man. We'll put you on the right path to righteousness and greatness. Much love, y'all. Stay dangerous, stay focused, and make sure time, attention, and resources are in the right place. Splash. Some people love and some hate. That's the way of the world.